Questions? Start right here, second row. Eric?
Hey, Jabbar.
So how you
Keep
doing?
this one simple. What are kind of your lasting memories from the first time against Ohio State and those matchups?
I mean, obviously, just the crowd in Austin, it was unbelievable. And then I would say just the storm rush after obviously we won the game and everybody was on the field happy and excited and everything like that. And just see all the hard work we put in throughout the week, coming down to that final play and everything came full circle.
Front left, James?
We saw Kingston in a pretty big role there in the Big Ten title game.
Mhm.
How much have you seen him develop, and how confident are you in him as a teammate compared to 3-4 months ago, where we wouldn't have seen him necessarily in that spot, but now he just was matched up against the best tight end in the country, and if you call on him here, it would be against Scott or Tate in that kind of role.
Yeah, I've seen Kingston since I enrolled in March, and just seeing him fly around. Obviously, all the physical ability is there. He's tall, he's long, he can run. But I just think he really truly understands the scheme now. So that implements trust within the coaches and everything like that. So you can put him out there and just let him use all the physical attributes to his advantage.
Front left, Zach?
Your memories from last year playing on this like grandiose stage, and kind of what can you give to your teammates, some of them that haven't played on this big of a stage before?
Yeah, I would say the plus to this is, obviously everybody's watching. I'm sure this is the game that everybody has circled on their calendar, from us to them to the coaches and everything like that. So everybody's watching. All eyes on you. If you want the stock to go up, it'll go up. You want to put your name on the map, you got the chance to do it. So it's just the opportunity.
Back left, Matt?
Rare college football that teams play each other twice in a season. You've done it. How big of a factor is that of preparing and then getting on the field and playing? How important is that in a game like this?
Yeah, preparation is always important, and obviously that we've played these guys, so we know them a little bit. But obviously you have to take into account that they might not do what they did last game. They might have a whole different game plan. So just continue to watch the film, prepare for everything that you might see.
Back middle, Brett?
Jabbar, just curious, what do you think is the biggest difference or the biggest improvements you guys need to do in the secondary compared from game one against Ohio State compared to what you need to do next week on Wednesday?
I think it all boils down to communication and executing the game plan as much as we can. I feel like we're way far ahead than we were in that game, and I feel like we grew every single game. So I'm excited to see how it'll play out.
Back right, Aaron?
Since the Big Ten championship game, just what has motivated this defense heading into this game and to prove to people that you can be a little bit better than you were in that Big Ten championship game?
Yeah, I think you said it. That wasn't our best. We know what our best looks like, and as far as motivation, I think from here on out, it's do or die. We don't get any second chances. It's win or go home. So that plays a big factor in it.
Middle left, John?
Undefeated regular season, Big Ten title, playing quite a bit of the season as the number one team in the country. Just describe what the ride's been like for you with your teammates so far this year.
It's been great. It's a blessing. I couldn't ask for anything better. Obviously it's my last year, and it's a lot of seniors that's done playing around the country right now. But I'm blessed enough to be on this talented team, on this amazing team, to be able to place for something bigger. Obviously we know what the end goal is in sight, but we're just taking it game by game because, like I said, it's do or die at this point. But man, as far as the ride and the journey, it's been great. It's been surreal.
Back left, Matt?
Play opposite Nico. Can you just speak to just his development over the course of this season? And I think the Ohio State game was a game where he opened a lot of people's eyes of how good he could be. Just what have you seen from an appreciation standpoint of his year?
Yeah, I just think he comes to work every single day with the attitude that he wants to get better. And as far as me and his relationship, it's great. I'm around him every day. Obviously, I play on side of him as well as Dante Manning. Us three being the vets in that room. We kind of want to set an example and kind of leave a certain standard for the younger guys that's way more talented, if I'm to be honest. So yeah, as far as Nico goes, man, I just feel like he has a certain mindset every single day. Obviously we live on islands, we play on islands, and man, it's either do or die on the island as well. We're impressed, man. We're bumping around, we're challenging you, and yeah, I mean, you have to have a certain confidence for that, and to see him, play it well all year as well as Dante Manning, it's been great to see.
Back middle, Brett?
Jabbar, there's not many players across the nation that get to play in the college football playoffs multiple times in their career. You're obviously now one of them. How much do you take this time and this moment to kind of reflect on the opportunity that you're being able to get here and just your decision to just decide to come to Eugene and play for Oregon football this season?
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because a lot of the times I don't reflect. I just kind of just go with the flow, take it game by game. But we was able to go back home and I sat down with my family a little bit, and they were telling me that you got to sit down and reflect and see how blessed you are. So when I do that, man, like I said, it's crazy. I've been put in some really good positions in my career, and obviously, like I said, it's not over yet. So
Front left, James.
What do you remember of the matchups at Jeremiah the first time, and what have you seen from him the second half of the season since y'all
yeah.
played?
I feel like he's gotten better every single game. I feel like now they're targeting him a little bit more, which is their game plan, giving the ball downfield a little bit more. So that'll be a challenge for us, as well as Tate's come along as well, and obviously they have Ibuka, which is the leader of that room. So yeah, man, those guys are a really good receiving core.
Back right, Aaron.
Last week, former Ohio State coach Urban Meyer said that he felt like the Ohio State defenders were a little caught off guard by the speed of Oregon's wide receivers. Being able to practice against, those talented wide receivers that this team has every day in practice. How do you feel like that has kind of prepared this defense for these big moments coming up?
It's crazy. Those guys are, like I said, those guys are really talented. You got to pick your poison with them. You got about 6'7". They 6'7" deep. The depth is crazy over there. But you're not only going against them. You're kind of going against a really good play caller and Coach Stein, who knows our defense really well. So he schemes us up sometimes. But it's challenging, which is good because you see it every day in practice. So when Saturdays come, you kind of don't flinch when you get a little ruffle some feathers out there. So
We're going to go to the Zoom. Ryan Clark. Ryan, can you unmute yourself, please?
Hey, Jabbar. Just wanted to get your perspective on Jeff Boss's leadership throughout this season and just, some of the moments that stand out to you being teammates with him this year.
Yeah, man, Jeff's amazing. He's been the same guy since I got here in March. He hosted me on my visit when I was here, and when I first got here, man, he hit me up the same day, like, man, let me know if you got any questions on the playbook or anything like that. But like I said, he's been the same guy since I got here. He's a motivator. He's a good leader. He takes accountability for when he messes up as well. But yeah, Jeff's a great guy. And as far as memories, I would say, man, those fourth quarters sometimes, whenever we're in a dogfight or anything like that, man, he's the first one to huddle us up and give us some words of encouragement so we can go out there and finish the game. So yeah, Jeff's amazing.